Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our local spotlight, Corky and the Ginge. I am Corky, here with Mark Miller, the owner of Michigan Meadows Golf Course out here in Casco. And you're going, Corky, why the hell are you at a golf course right now? There's snow on the ground. Well, that's because Michigan Meadows has a lot of new things coming up. They did a lot of work before this white stuff hit the ground. Plus, Michigan Meadows does some things throughout the wintertime. So, Mark, I want to thank you for joining me today. How you doing, brother?
All right, today? Doing great.
I mean, this so does damper business.
We're still open.
Right.
We're still open. Golf course is open right now. You can't really play right now, but the restaurant's open.
But you can still come pay for it.
Absolutely.
So now you got into this golf course. If you guys go back, Mark's episode is up from last summer. I came out. We talked a lot about his beginnings over at Mount Clemens with the pizza parlor and just growing now to selling Camille's Cantina in downtown New Baltimore and moving over here to the golf course and taking this over. Today we're going to be specifically talking about the golf course because we're going to have a future episode where we're going to chat it up with Andrew. He's the general manager of Little Camille's by the Green, and he's got so much going on that he deserved his own episode on that. But Mark, you took over this golf course, remind me, it was right after COVID.
2020 of October
2020, so right after COVID started, and you have done a lot of work to this place. I mean, I'm not a golfer myself. I do have a lot of people that I know that golf and have played this course previous to your ownership and since you owned it. And a lot of word on the street from them was, and I'm not trying to bash the previous owners, but they said it was in a lot of disrepair. And I know you said that it was in a lot of disrepair. The greens were, you've done a lot of work getting the greens back together, having the fairways look good. I know the cart path. We were here with the Anchor Bay Chamber of Commerce for a coffee connection one morning, and I just remember hearing the golfers throughout the carts going, this cart path's really nice. And I think that was like one of the first things that you did, or one of the last things that you did before we even came in and drove around and took a look at everything. But what drove you to come and get the golf course in the first place?
Let me give you some history then, and we'll build it up and let everybody know. Michigan Meadows has been here for a long time. It was originally 9 holes built in the 70s, I believe it was, and it was Pine Acres or something like that, little 9-hole. And then Jerry Eschenberger purchased it, and he built the additional 9. And he built a beautiful golf course, 18 holes. And in '99, he had sold it to a developer who took it over, and they were looking to actually develop it or possibly sell it to the landfill that's nearby. And everybody went crazy on that. So that deal ended up dead. So they ended up holding on to this property for another 20 years, which they just minimally maintained it, just kept it a golf course and really didn't do anything with it. So they finally decided to sell it. We were at the right place at the right time. So we took a distressed golf course and we went to work. So in spring of 2021, because that's when we can start working, my staff that I have here, the greenskeepers and so forth, many have been here for many years, 15, 20 years. One of the guys was one of the original guys that helped build it, knows where everything is on this course.
And your crew's good. They're out here like roaches.
They're out here.
I see them out here all the time running around doing stuff.
Absolutely. They know the course. They have the passion to make it a better place. And the equipment old, everything was old, and everything was run down. So we've got 4 seasons in now. Okay, so through the course of 4 seasons, there's so much to do and a lot to learn. I mean, I've never owned a golf course, or I worked at Burning Tree Country Club back in the day, and I was the food and beverage director out there and worked with the pro and the greenskeepers and so forth. So I had some knowledge on that. But we basically rebuilt this course. We brought in, through the course of the last 4 years, about 80 truckloads with trailer of limestone to redo all of our paths. We did tons of fertilizing and fungicides and weed killers and stuff, because there's weeds and everything all over the place. And those are multi-year projects, because you just don't spray it once and it all goes away. That doesn't happen. So last year we had great visual of our greens and our fairways. We're working on getting our fairways plush again, and better equipment to help mow them and cut them. So you're talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of work and product that we need to put in, which what we did. The 1 year we had to replace or repair over 200 sprinkler heads that irrigate the whole system. Well, each sprinkler head, if you had to go and buy a new for $650. I don't know how somebody puts together, builds a new golf course. It's got to be a $20 million project. It's insane on the cost of things. We put in a lot of work into our greens. Our greens are all PGA greens, which means they were built to the PGA standards. Some courses just do some clay greens and so forth. These are, I believe, there's a couple that aren't, but most all of them are PGA built standard green. So when you're hitting into our greens, you're not bouncing on a hard concrete type thing where it just bounces off. They grab, they hold, and that's one of the things that I really want. I played a lot of golf courses time, and if you hit right into the green, you can't, because they're just so high they bounce off and go right past it. You got to hit 20 yards before and bounce it onto the green. That's not fun. You know, the pros, they don't bounce. You know, so we have some great, and for a public golf course, you know, we're not a private golf course, and you know, we don't have a $300,000 budget to maintain. You go to Oakland Hills, well, they're putting $800,000 just in chemicals and this, that. Each year, you know, average golf course probably spends $70,000, $80,000 on fertilizers and herbicides and things like that. Well, previously to me coming here, these guys had $5,000. Think about that, $5,000, and you should be spending $50,000. So now we're spending $50,000, and we're getting results.
You get out what you put in. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So now you've talked about all the upgrades that you've done previously. This year, I know that if the Gins were here right now, he'd probably call you an a-hole for this one. You got some special things coming out here that involve some beach.
Oh, absolutely.
You find at the beach. So what do you got that you just put in? I know you were laying them out end of last year. So, and this ties into what my next question would have been, what are the signature holes on the course? So I know what you're about to tell the people you did. I know it's your big signature holes, so I'm gonna leave it to you. Go ahead. What do you think?
Well, through the process of, and coming in here, I figured it'd be a 5-year process to get the things done that we needed to get done. And this coming season will be our 5th year on the course. So I'm excited. We started digging out all of our sand traps and bunkers, and it's kind of the last step of the major work. We'll be putting sand in our bunkers come spring. Once the snow melts out and we can get our equipment out there, it's one of the first things we're going to be doing is loading up all our traps, grooming them, cutting the edges in, and yes, putting the bunker rakes out there, because we want you to rake the bunker after you're done hitting out of it, because you ended up in a bunker and not in this.
If you didn't have a sand wedge before and you played here at Michigan Meadows, you better go invest in the sand wedge.
You better go get one.
So what I know with the sand traps that you got now, there is one big signature hole here at Michigan Meadows now. So what hole is it, and what can the people expect when they get to that hole for it to be your signature?
Our number 16, hole 16 is our signature hole, and it's with the Michigan green. So we have a Michigan green to where you're hitting in, and if you end up here at the tip of the thumb, you get this gap here, you can put yourself in a lot of trouble. And then all around it is the wonderful new sand that we'll have in there, and it's just gonna poke right out. We're gonna have Jason from Virtual Solutions. I can't remember.
Yeah, Jason Price.
Virtual Solutions.
Virtual World Solutions.
And he's gonna drone us above and give us some great shots and pictures of that. We did some last year, and it looked so great from the drone shots of seeing the cart pads all finished and the limestone is gleaming, and the course, and then the lines that our team have been doing with the new equipment that we got for cutting our banks mowers and our greens and our fairways. So you see those lines in the fairway, you see those lines around the tee boxes. So you got that visual. The course is really a nice laid out course. It's nothing too super hard, but there's some nice challenging holes. It's good for everybody. For that seasoned professional, you know, they'll tear it up, but they're going to tear up any hole in this area. But we're not an up and down course. You know, you go to the course, you hit up one down, and then you hit down the other, and then you hit up. You're going right through a whole property and seeing some beautiful scenery. We've got eagles on the course. We've got deer on the course. You know, it's not unusual for you to see something you don't normally see.
Right.
And the eagles have been a great addition because we've got 6 of them out here that I caught one day. I only thought I had 3, and I've got 6 of them out here. 3 of them are full color, white, beautiful, stately birds, and then there's 3 that are more younger. So when you come out here to golf, you're going to get a whole lot more than just golf, which is kind of what we want to do. We want to be that place that you can bring the family out, you can bring your buddies out. We don't do any leagues in the afternoon. So most every golf course has their leagues and they fill up. And I eliminated all that. And everybody looked at me like, are you nuts? And I said, you know, me a guy that I don't have time to be on a league, but I want to go play, but you can't play in the afternoon. So now they come to Michigan Meadows and bring a few guys, and they can play 18 holes, and they can have great dinner, lunch, beverages, and enjoy yourself. And it's really been a good staple that we've had. Our tee sheet's been filling up through the afternoons, and we've been getting a lot of our players come in, and they say they just absolutely love being able to come in here and play, whether they bring your girlfriend, they bring your buddies, your mom and dad, family, and have just a great outing out here.
Well, and that's a good thing. You're one of the only public courses in the area. Everybody else is a private course. You have your membership dues and all that good stuff. You're one of the only public courses out here. So it's, I mean, just like you said, I call up the buddies like it's a pickup basketball game or something.
Absolutely.
Say, hey, you want to shoot over to Michigan Meadows, shoot a quick 18? It might take me 7.5 hours because I'm god awful at golf, but we're still going to get through it. So now you were saying that your tee times are filling up through the afternoons and stuff like that. How far in advance can I, or I guess rather the better question, how far in advance should I be booking the tee time?
I believe we're set up for our tee sheet for a 2-week, 10 days or 2 weeks, that they can come in. They can go on to our website, littlecamille's.com, and they can go into the Michigan Meadows area, and they can do an online tee time if they want there. We get a lot of tee times.
So it's not coming out here just on a hope and a prayer. You can go online and get your tee time there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And highly recommend setting up a tee time. You can give us a call our pro shop, and make one with our attendant. And also, you can go on to Golf Now is a partner of ours, and we use their tee system, which they do charge a booking fee. But it's a great way to see if we have availability. A lot of times you'll have 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I want to go play some golf. So you can hop on there and look on either our website or Golf Now and say, and it'll tell you what tee times we have available. And we tell people, just give us a call if you see one, we can put it for you. If you do go through Golf Now, they do charge, if you're a member of it, it doesn't really charge as much, and you pay a monthly fee. Otherwise, it's like a couple bucks to reserve that tee time.
And then what's the green fee for a round of golf per player?
Well, we're looking at, we haven't totally locked in our 25 rates yet.
Okay.
Everything's too erratic. But
keep in mind, these are 2024 rates. There's going to be some fluctuation, but it's not going to be a drastic flux.
No, we're going to be.
But at least keep in mind, it's going to be somewhere in the ballpark. So at least you have an idea.
Our weekday rates in 25 during the week is going to be probably $37 for 18 holes.
That's not bad at all.
But we do last year we did a Monday special for $25, 18 holes up till 12 o'clock.
Okay.
We're probably going to do something like that again, but it'll probably be $30. And I think we're going to end up going to do it Mondays and Tuesdays. It went off really well. And then a normal time is $37 after 12 o'clock. And then
Now, does that include a cart?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Golf
so
and
no
cart,
separate
18
cost,
holes.
$37, 18 holes of golf after 12.
That's the
and
only
a
count.
cart.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
And then you're getting an establishment
Don't
that.
hang me if your cart ends up in a bunker.
There'll be issues.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Because we upgraded all of our carts now. All of our carts are 2022s. We bought 50 new ones a couple years ago, and then we bought another 26 just last fall. So we have our fleet. We had a fleet of golf carts that were 2008 when I took over. So now all of our 2008s are gone, and now we have 2022 carts, all on fleet. We have 76 carts now, and we have a great staff that keeps them running and updates them. There's always little things to do.
They're going to need maintenance, right?
Absolutely.
You gotta, again, you put into it or you get out of it what you put into
Right.
it, right?
We hope that our players that come out, they treat them with respect. They don't play bumper cars and go too crazy. You always get a few of them, and we have our rangers out there watching the best we can, but it's hard to keep an eye on everything. But it's a great place for people to come and get a great meal, because we're a full-service restaurant, and we have great carry-out menu and packages. Most golf courses, they have a snack bar.
Mm-hmm.
We have a full-fledged restaurant here.
And I've seen that. You have the beverage cart out there. You're always, you have the staff always driving around getting golfers beverages. I see them running pizzas out there constantly. I know we were here last year roasting some of the golfers at one of the golf outing fundraisers that was here, and I got a pizza delivered to me right here on hole one, right behind us. So it really is, especially for a public course. That's a lot of stuff that you would see at courses where you use the memberships, the private courses.
Right.
So I love the fact that you have taken that and just given it back to the people, really, truthfully. So now with you being a public course, and then we talked about the golf outing, which we'll get to that stuff here in a few minutes. Are there any restrictions on tee time availability other than if you have like a full golf outing that was here last year, and then like, what are your cancellation policies? Like, obviously, you don't want people to be, lack of a better term, an ass and call you 2 hours before their tee time.
Right.
But
That's a challenge because, especially on weekends when tee times are they're hard to come by because everybody's booking up, and you get to a point where somebody books, say, eight tee times on you, and they say, "Oh, I only had 4 of our buddies show up." Maybe because we lost 4 tee times. You're talking $200.
Right.
And, you accept that. So, those are challenges that we work on, and we may implement a prepaid for your tee times And we're looking at on Saturday and maybe Sunday between our mornings. Because pretty much on weekends, from open till 1, 2 o'clock, we're solid bookings. So now you take somebody that you have 8 or 10 that don't show up out of that, that's a huge revenue loss for the course.
And other
we
golfers
budget
can
on
get
that.
out here too.
And the other golfers that are, oh, you got tee time, I'm sorry we don't have one.
Right.
And we do 10-minute tee times, okay? Most other courses do 7-minute, okay? So they jam pack and they put you out waiting. We still hold off to that 10. I understand why they do the 7-minute because those ones that don't show up, and it just blends up. But if everybody does show up, and then you're just sitting there waiting instead of a 4.5 hour round, you're paying 5.5, and it's not an enjoyable round. We want to have a good pace of play. We want people to be able to enjoy their time. Nobody wants to be out of the course for 6 hours.
But again, it goes back to you don't need an ass on the course.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it going.
Keep
Let's
your pace up.
it
Keep up
motion.
with your group in front of you.
Right.
Don't be ball hawking and looking around. And
If you're shooting a triple bogey already on that hole,
pick it up and keep
way.
moving. Keep up and keep moving.
So now I know it's a public course. I know with like the fundraisers and the events and stuff, we have a lot of fun here, out there. But on a normal basis, with you being a public course, I mean, is there a dress code short of people going out there looking like an ass? I mean, is there anything,
We encourage people to wear collared shirts, and we don't want the white beater shirts and things like that. We don't outright deny, but we do want to build up the dress code.
You're
to a
never
certain
going to tell
standard.
somebody no, but at the same time have a little bit of self-respect for
Correct.
yourself if you're going to go on a
Correct.
golf course. You know where you're going, you know what you're doing.
Bring your own golf clubs for each player. Every now and then there's, we're just splitting golf clubs. We allow some of that to happen, but we don't encourage it. Everybody, we're here to play you're here to play the game, at the game of golf, and enjoy the game of golf. Not just to come here and don't worry about golf and just have 4 hours partying on a golf cart. We want the game to stay pure, but we want everybody to enjoy it. So, it's not just the guys out there playing. We got the husband and wives. We got the wives that come out. We enjoy when the kids come out. If they're 16 or over, we'll let them have a cart. If they're under 16, they have to have an adult if they want a cart.
Right.
But we do encourage the kids to come out here. A lot of courses, they don't want the kids. Because obviously they're not buying the beer and this and that. But you know what? The kids are my future.
Right. The kids are going to come back in. 16-year-old will be back here in 5 years buying.
Absolutely. And then be in their house course, and this is where I learned. So they always want to play here. And I've said that with everything. The restaurant, we love when the kids come. Some restaurants, they don't want to cater to the kids. That's fine. Everybody has their thing, but I look at it as I get the kids and the families, that's growth in the future. If they're in here, they know about us, they know what we do, they're more comfortable and more apt to come and visit us as they get older and so forth, because they know the routine. That's what most people, and even in golf, people that don't golf, they can still come in here and have a great meal and stuff. And they're like, well, I'm not a golfer. You don't have to be a golfer to come here and enjoy our facility.
Right.
Now, if you want to learn to golf, find somebody that plays golf and have them help you, teach you, then come out. And we encourage you to come out in like in the afternoon, middle of the afternoon, like at 12:30, 1 o'clock. Not so busy on the course.
Mm-hmm.
You're not interrupting people, so you won't have people hitting up on you and adding extra stress. So you can get relaxed and just play 9 holes maybe instead of 18. Do a 9-hole round and learn the game. And that's what we encourage those that come out. We want you to know the game and play the game. And there's a lot of etiquette that goes along with golf. We love our guests to know the etiquette and respect the other golfers.
Of course, you gotta have, I don't want to say class, because that's not the word to use, but again, it goes back to self-respect.
Absolutely.
Respect for your facility. If you, like me, I said it earlier, I'm not a golfer. You know, you watched me go out there and drive a ball at the golf outing last year. It wasn't pretty, I'll tell you. But if you take the divot out, reset it, place the grass back in place, step on it.
Have
make
respect
sure that
to the
you're
course.
fixing it. Right. I mean, treat the course as if it's your own. But the way you're talking, I know. Like, I love the way you're talking because you're talking about like future generations with these. You said the kids coming in and then them coming back in the future. We want them to come back in the future. So you want to set roots with this golf course. This isn't. You don't want to be here 3-5 years and make your money off of it and move on. You sound like you want to put some effort and work into this place, and this is somewhere that you and the wife want to
bury me right next to that tree over there.
Yeah, right. So now. You were alluding and talking about the fact that you want people to be able to come here and learn the game. I know you have the practice green right out here. With you putting the bunkers in, are you going to have any practice bunkers that are going to be put in? Or do you have like even a small driving range or a chip range that's going to be coming into play at all?
So we don't have room for a driving range. We do have a nice putting green, and there's some area you can chip into the putting green a little bit. I would love to put in a practice bunker. I'm not sure where I would put that yet. Those are future things. Once the course is where we want it, those are the bonus items. Those are the bonus items that we'll be hitting up. This year, our main focus is really going to be tightening the golf course, taking care of those, a lot of the trimming of the tree areas and the beauty of it, and enhancing that. The last 4 years was a lot of big stuff, so we didn't have so much time to worry about the little intricate. Now we're going to start getting more into some of the intricate. This year we do have a lot of drainage that we're working on. We started last fall, and we got some new drainage going in and some new 24-inch irrigation pipes to help drain when we have heavy rains. And like last year, we had those unprecedented 5 inches of rain in 2 hours. You know, and that brings a lot of water at one time, and it turns the golf course into a lake. But we drained relatively quickly. Most places were closed for 4 or 5 days. We were actually open the next day.
I know. I remember being here that day. You were able to tell everybody, every course is
bring a canoe.
Yeah, you're not going to get them around. And that was one of my other things, because you're only a few minutes from Lake St. Clair. You are not that far off from the water. So how does Lake St. Clair and that at all impact the conditions of the course, or how do you treat the course and handle anything that you guys do maintenance-wise out there on the greens and fairways?
No, the lake is not an issue with us on that, but we do encourage the boaters to come out, because a lot of boaters do golf. It's hard for boaters to golf and boat because they both have prime time summer.
That's that before 12 premium.
There you go.
Right?
And when we get the heavy rains, those are the hardest things to manage. When you have a drought, you know, we have irrigation, so we can handle a drought and keep things green and lush. But when you get too much rain, that's beyond our control. So then you get a lot of dead spots because you get the water that sits there, it kills the grass, and then it's all got to come back. And you know, that's way the more drainage that we can to get it out as fast as we can. But if it rains a lot, no matter how much irrigation, it's still going to be there.
Now, I know I keep alluding while we're chatting here about, you know, the golf outings and stuff that I was here for last year. So let's get to that. It's gonna tie into what I'm gonna chat with Andrew about in a future episode. But when you have the golf outings come out, tell me how you guys do that. Is it per golfer? Is it just? I mean, you guys will let anything come through as long as you have the thing.
Right. We talk to. We have a lot of people come out and asking about doing golf outings. And yes, we do golf outings. And we try to encourage weekday golf outings. $70, $75 a golfer, per se, for a complete outing. That's going to be your golf, your cart, hot dog at the turn, a buffet dinner afterwards. And then we can build it up anyway after that. But we do quite a few of those. And those are a lot of people that do the different fundraisers for their events and stuff. And we try to encourage them to be on the weekdays, opposed because Saturdays is going to be a premium. So we're looking for a minimum of 120 golfers for a Saturday in June, July, or August.
Sundays,
Prime time. Sundays as well. But we will entertain doing an outing on a weekend. And
It's just got to make sense for everybody.
got to make sense. Absolutely.
100%. So with these outings too, I mean, you were talking about you got the hot dog in return, you got the buffet dinner at the end, that, you know, all that's, you know, worked out, you know, through you guys, so we won't get into too much as business. But now, tell me, is like the kitchen still open for golfers? If I'm back out on, let's say, 16 out there and I'm stuck in the bunker in the menu, can I still order a pizza?
Absolutely.
You know, so it's not cut off to just the hot dogs and catering. We can get full food and bar service.
While a golf outing is going on, our restaurant's still open to the general public. People can come in here, lunch and dinner, all year round. And right now, Wednesday through Sunday, our restaurant's open through the winter. And then once the golf opens up, we have our restaurant's still Wednesday through Sunday. We're going to have a limited menu on Mondays and Tuesdays. We'll have one cook with a limited menu kind of taken care of. So you can still come in and have lunch, still come and have dinner. Our hours for restaurant on Monday and Tuesday will probably be like a 11 to 7, 11 to 8, we're contemplating. And that's part of staffing as well. If we can, staffing's getting easier now. We all know how staffing's been for the last 5 years, just a non-existence. So as we get to a better place, we'd like to be open 7 days, but I don't think we're at a point where we can open the restaurant fully 7 days. But once the golf season gets a little warmer weather, our golfers, they like to come in and have food afterwards. We want to be able to offer that to them on Mondays and Tuesdays as well. And that's part of why we give that little extra deal that we're looking to do Mondays and Tuesdays, because they're not going to have the full services of our restaurant, but we're going to have some nice items for them. We're going to have some nice sandwiches and some nice different items so they can enjoy a meal before or after we're in the middle of the round.
Even to come in, you know, they're coming in prime baseball season. Come in, sit down with the fellas, have a couple of drinks, grab something to eat.
That's it.
Finish your run.
You don't have to be a
Watch
golfer.
Tigers game.
Exactly. And you come out here, we really want to work on our tiki bar outside and really encourage. We have some great specials and some shrimp and mussels and clam strips and a lot of good stuff, good sharing appetizer items to come in and just enjoy it. And look out, even today, as you see in our background, even with the snow, it's beautiful out there.
Get the itch to go out there and shoot around real quick.
I had somebody call me on the way here today, ask me if I'm doing tee times on Sunday. Because you're thinking with all this heat that we're having right now, that the snow will melt. It's like, I said, well, I don't know if the snow will be gone, but...
Have you ever thought about doing a winter golf?
Oh, absolutely. But
I mean, not just the joke that we made earlier. Come out, pay, you can play, it'll be hell. But have you really seriously thought about maybe trying to do winter golf with people? I mean, there's knuckleheads out here that'll come out here and actually shoot around at 18 and stuff.
well, like I said, we are open. So if they want to play, they can go and play.
You gotta find a hole.
Correct. When there's snow out there, it's, you know, if somebody wants to come in and play around with golf, they're more than welcome.
I mean, and in Michigan, your winter maintenance, I mean, you just kind of let Michigan take its course, and once spring hits,
Yeah, there's not much we
start-
do, and then once spring hits and once things warm up, my staff gets out there. Our first thing we do, we get out there, we got to pick up all the debris and the sticks and everything from all the winter time before we can bring out the mowers. And everything got to get dried out before we bring the mowers out.
Right.
And right now, my crew's in the back maintenance, sharpening up all our blades and our reels and getting our machine and equipment up and ready to go. Yes.
Now, as of right now, even though it's a public course, we talked about how you do have, you know, some league play where, you know, you got people that are coming through, or you have the golf outings and stuff. Off the top of your head for next season, do you have any big events that might hinder just public play? Do you have one that
Well, we have some golf outings booked and some Saturday golf outings booked. and they're going to be there. But see, loads will start like at 8 in the morning, and they're typically done by 2 o'clock. So we typically have public golf open between 1 and 2 o'clock on those days we have outings. So they still have the whole afternoon to play. So there's a lot of public availability as far as that goes. And then there's some other events that we're toying with of trying to put together just some public fun days. We haven't developed them yet, but just as simple as say, hey, we're going to have a Camille's golf classic. You come in, join your team, and we do some fun stuff through the course, a little scramble shootout, and just have some family fun. Those are some things that we're in the works of developing. I don't know if we'll have them for this year, but hopefully definitely for next year. But I may I want to kind of start my own personal Camille's golf outing, which I'll probably do in the fall, and let that build up and having a fun day, and who knows what it can turn into.
From there, huh?
Absolutely.
And I know if you guys go on the Michigan Meadows on Little Camille's by the Green Facebook pages, you're going to see a lot of great events. Knuckleheads Comedy used to run through here. It was passed off onto Charles Hill. That's going to be coming back here March 8th, so make sure to take a look out for that. You do your Families Against Narcotics event every summer. You do.
Yes, we do that in the fall.
I'm sorry, was it? I think it was summer, early fall. It was still
it was all, yeah, it was all in
summer. And then a lot of these golf outings that are coming through here that you're talking about, even the Saturday ones, these are all a lot of public golf outings. So if you like the cause that it's going for, you can always go and sign up. So
they're always looking for sign-ups.
If you walk through the door at Little Camille's, I know you go over by the door right now, you see the Corky and the Ginge poster. You can always go over there and find a flyer or poster for a golf outing. If you're looking to help or support a cause, there's always something going on over there. You can come out to the Families Against Narcotics event. I'm blanking right now. What's the name of the event? What did you call it?
Shoot.
Mark, you've done it 2 or 3 years now. No, but it's
Recover Out Loud.
Recover Out Loud. Yes.
Recover Out Loud. Yes.
But I know that's a great event, and you had a great turnout. You've done it 2 years now. I had a great turnout both years here. A lot of families coming out, a lot of kids. You put off a hell of a fireworks show. Was it last year? You were determined. Wasn't it last year?
Oh, yeah.
And you want to talk about flooding the course? This man, we had the Recover Out Loud event here, and it was a torrential downpour about 30 minutes, 40 minutes before the big firework display. Mark, in all of his glory, grabbed his grandkid. He went out there, and
we got it lit. We got it done.
We got a nice little 20-minute show, 25-minute little light show there, and it was real nice. When the man puts on an event, he really is determined to make it happen. So, aside from all of this, we talked about people can do their events here. We talked about the food, the catering. We talked about getting, the beer cart, the bunkers that are going in, Michigan Mitten Hole. What else do you want to tell people about Michigan Meadows? If people are still on the fence about, this is your 5th season, but let's say people are still on the fence about wanting to come back and even try it. What would you tell the people to have them come out and go shoot around 18? Or even 9, like you said, shoot 9.
Right. I would tell them, what are you waiting for? You got an operation here that's improving what we've had. Not many courses out there have thrown in the investment that we have in the last 4 years. I know they haven't put the money in that we have in the last 4 years. We have a beautiful course. We got people, great staff that want to take care of you. We got a great menu. So, golfer, not golfer, you should roll out into my parking lot, walk in the door, and say, hey, I'm here to check you out. Because if you haven't been here ever before, it's a whole new experience for you to try. And if you have been here before, especially if it was 4 or 5 years ago, you're going to want to see night and day difference of what this place was and what this place is. We still got a lot of work to do, don't get me wrong on that, but we're in a much better place. The place is looking great, it's playing great, it's eating even better, and
You're still going to get frustrated on the course. It's just going to be the bunkers.
I can't help the games. I can't help the games.
Right? Yeah, but the bunkers, not all the meets. Look, make sure you come out, check Little Camille's by the green, Michigan Meadows golf course. Look, if you come in, you mention Corky and the Gins, you'll get one of the old golf balls out of the bucket on the counter. Look, we're just starting this back off. You guys got to start somewhere. You get an old golf ball. You're probably going to need it because there's a really, really big pond right here next to hole one. Mark, I appreciate having you on the show, man. This was always a good time. We're going to have, Ed's going to come out. Maybe I can even get a hold of Jason from Virtual World Innovations, be able to steal some of his drone footage. We're going to have Ed Bendis out here with LB Thor Media, flying a drone around once, you know, everything gets good. So this way you guys can see everything that we just talked about, see what's going on here at the course. Because anybody can talk, but until you've been here and seen it, it's a totally different story, and trust me, I've been here, I've seen it. That's why I even chose to sit down with Mark, because I know a lot of golfers out there, all you people that are going to see this, look, take my word for it. Take the Ginge's word for it. The Ginge golf's here. He says it's on the up and up. It's even going to be better this year, so make sure you come out and check it out. Mark, it sure has been a pleasure for you to take the opportunity to sit down with me, join me for this. Look, go out, leave the world a little better than you found it. And at the end of it all, I just hope that you have the day that you deserve. Mark?
absolutely.
Thanks, brother. I'll
Come
see
on
you
out,
later.
take some pictures, put it on the thing at the end of the show, and let them see this beauty.
Oh, I know. The snow out here is gorgeous. He's trying to get a rink going, but we'll see how that goes. Don't fall through the ice.
That's it.
Hope you have the day you all deserve. You have a good one. Be safe. Love you more.
See you tomorrow. We're open.
Yeah.